What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Nate.
This is Wolf.
And we're bringing you guys episode 2 of Fan Film Friday. Now, we've been a little busy lately. We got the draft tomorrow night. We're gonna
Big day.
Man,
can't wait.
Dude, I'm like so hyped. No, I'm like seriously hyped. We got 3 new guys coming in, so you guys should be excited about that. But today we got a little film that we're gonna review. We're gonna start off with Mamba TTV, Mamba_TTV. He kind of says that he wants to see where he's at defensively as a center, as well as off-ball movement and screens. And him and along with his team are trying to get better as a Pro-Am team before they get back into some other leagues, and just looking for a little bit of feedback. So this time we did things a little bit differently. We picked out 5, I think, right? Five plays in one quarter, where we're just gonna break down for you guys, and maybe you guys can even take a thing or two away from it. So let's get into it. Man. Let's get it.
So let's play number 1.
Yeah.
He has Grand Badge. He's pretty hot.
Yeah, glass Grand Badge too, which is interesting.
Okay, there. So let's go back. So that's the play right there.
That's the play.
It's an off-ball screen, but to be honest, both the defenders, both Mamba and the guard, were not in the right position.
Yeah.
So we pause it right here.
Yeah. So he goes under that.
They're both under the screen,
yeah,
and that's a big issue.
It's bad.
It's either Mamba has to come out,
correct,
and jump and contest that, or the shooting guard has to be able to fight over that screen, play over, get the contest to allow Mamba to get the box out, use that Grand Badge.
Exactly. Because otherwise it's just a wide open 3, and then
the guy took a wide open shot.
Yeah,
that should be bang bang 3-pointer.
Yeah. And they got lucky. He didn't. I don't think he made it, but it's a simple fix. So just next time,
just communication. Someone has to be over the screen. That's basically what it comes down to. Somebody got to be over.
Whether it's the big or the guard, just make sure to communicate that, and then you'll prevent stuff like this from happening.
It's slightly late, full bar.
Yeah, miss it, but still.
Break starter.
They get rewarded.
That's a swing, but
it's a swing, but
it's not. You got lucky.
Exactly. It's not the right basketball play.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I think So guys, right here, Mamba, I think me and Wolf both noticed this tendency with you throughout the whole quarter.
Yeah.
Sometimes the ability to get like a pass perception, like to be in the lanes and stuff like that, that's really important. I think you probably, if you don't, you should have interceptor on. But if you don't, or even if you do, right here would be one of those situations where like you need to be on top of like this pass perception. So, or you want to at least contest the shot. So he doesn't really do either of those here.
You see, me
like
personally, it's a tough situation because it's a 2-on-1.
It is.
But to be honest, the guard took a bad angle, right? He's coming. Correct. So you go back a little bit. He took a bad angle. He's coming towards the hoop. Like driving rather than playing for the mid range. So you could kind of play too. So you see, like he could have drove out towards the. Towards the mid-range elbow, but instead he drives in towards the low block. So this allows him.
And then you can play both.
Yeah, you can play two.
You don't have to just stick to just one.
Yeah. So instead of playing for the pass, the steal, which would be super hard because it'll be a close pass, right? It'll be like low block to paint. You could just play hands up defense on the guard, correct, and once he makes that pass, you immediately turn around and you press triangle for the contest. Yeah. Now, if the center's elite, he'll probably throw a pump fake, But if he doesn't, you're gonna make a great defensive play. So,
so in this one, so it's actually more about playing two more so than it is actually the pass perception. I think there was another one that we saw you do that with, but for this one, I think just like Wolf said, like being able to play 2 and stuff like that is really important.
Yeah,
cutting off that angle
because that point guard takes a horrible angle.
It's awful. So if you wouldn't have reached right there, actually, you would have actually been okay. So
we'll go to 327.
327.
Actually, we should.
Okay, cool.
I think this is for the. I think this play is more about the spacing for the offense. We could talk about this.
Correct. So right here, first of all, and I don't know if he's here or not. But like, shouldn't probably be standing that deep. We're talking about the guy on the left wing. Probably shouldn't be standing that deep in the wing, but I don't know if he might or might not be here.
The threshold, if we pause it, it should be, I'm pretty sure you guys see the mouse, but it should be like the hash.
Correct.
Or a step back. So like this is like the farthest you should be.
Yeah.
So use the hash as a reference for purple.
Not creeping towards half court.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can definitely talk about their spacing a little bit here.
So all right, here's the play.
Yeah, we'll let it play out for a second. Okay, and then.
Okay, so let's go back there.
Yeah, I'll pause it at the cut. So you guys obviously see what happened here. They get a turnover off of it. Two guys cut it once. You got the wing cut and you got the center cut, which is never a good thing because then it's easy for the center to play. You don't have to worry about a pop. You don't have to worry about anything because everyone's going downhill. So most of the time that's going to be a turnover.
Yeah, and to remind you, Mamba is a pop and center. He's a rebounding sharp, rim sharp, glass lock, whatever you want to call it. So he can shoot the three. So basically what me and Nate saw in this play is someone has to stay out, right? It's spacing one-on-one. This allows the big man, if you're both cutting to the paint, if the sharp and the center are both cutting to the paint, taking the same angle, he could play too, and he does, and he steals the ball. So, you know, it's just basic communication, saying like, you know, the sharp. Me personally, I think the sharp should have stood out on the wing on the hash, just because I think it'll be harder for number 11 here to play that pass. But yeah, so the sharp should have stood out, and then Mamba should have rolled. But that's just spacing one-on-one.
I think like a good rule of thumb is, and this isn't including the point guard, because it's fine if the point guard and the center are both going downhill at the same time. But mostly speaking, when you're talking about your three other off-ball players, you never want more than one inside of the three-point line. I think so. You never want like two people cutting at the same time, regardless. So.
And that's a great rule. Actually, I never thought of that.
Yeah, so like that's just a rule of thumb. Obviously, the communication here probably just wasn't there, and there was just a miscue. So not the end of the world, but it does cause turnovers. So
okay. Oh, this is a. Oh, it's a charge.
Oh man,
yes.
This pains to see. Listen, okay, we're gonna talk about the play, but guys, be very and Mamba may be. So I don't know, but be very seldom with how frequently you attempt to get a charge. More than not, I don't think it works out. More times than not, you can get a charging foul, and it's great. It could be a momentum change, but more times than not, it doesn't.
It was very good before the pass with the behind the back.
Correct.
Because the behind the back gave you a lot of momentum, and you could predict
that's a good
the
point.
area. For a center, it was actually a really good tool to use. But now, since the point guard's movement is not as explosive, charges are not as useful now as they were pre-patch before the behind the back. But so be very mindful of like when you use your charge, and to go back a little bit. So the charge play was okay. Maybe you try to make a play, get a charge, right? Cool. You know, you try to make a play. But once you realize 99 right there got in front of him, he should have immediately let go circle and ran to the paint because he knew the center was going to roll.
100%.
So he did it too late, and this allowed the center to get a step on him. He reached too late, and allowed, you know.
It's actually the second time. That's the second time he's reached, and it's like put him out of position too. So I think like the charge. Even though I'm beating up the charge, not the end of the world, but you can still make the second right play at that point. And
because like if you pause it, ooh,
there we go.
So if you go back a little bit, oh, sorry,
play on that,
But if you go, like, he had time to react to once he seen 99 get in front of the ball. Like right there, he had time. Like right here, perfect time.
He knew that he was.
Right.
He knew that
he's guarded. You know, it's done. So now you have time to disengage from the charge, let go of B. Now you see the center rolling, even the corner cuts. So like, you should even be able to see that. So you have two things to drop on.
That's a really good point.
So
So it's just it's quick decision making. Having react. You know, the ability to react like quick. Even if you make a wrong mistake, some of you guys out there might be playing rec, park, prom, whatever it is. Even if you make a little mistake, setting a charge, doing whatever, you can still. It's not the end of the play necessarily. So that's a perfect
he had time
example.
to recover.
He did. So now you know that, Mamba, and the viewers, you guys know that going forward.
So the last play we got is actually in the third quarter.
We snuck into the third quarter.
Yeah, so I think 3:20 in the third quarter.
Okay.
So we gotta go quite a ways.
We got a little bit to go here. Okay. So that was one right there that I believe he could have gotten.
Yes, 100%.
100%.
We'll let that.
Yeah, we'll let the whole play out, and then we'll talk about our thoughts. Ended up cleaning the possession out, but
I'm gonna be honest, that's luck. That's luck, though. I think that layup should have went in.
Yeah,
but you know what? We're not gonna talk about that. But so here I think he could have definitely stole this. But I think his position was a little bit bad. He should have probably took a step back and played maybe like right here. If he was like right there, then he could still play that drive, and he could still play this pass.
Yeah.
But he didn't. To be honest, I don't think he attempted to steal this.
No, he didn't. And guys, I think that this is some of that stuff that this just comes with like a lot of repetition, a lot of the ability to have bait and stuff like that in game.
Yeah.
Like this is one of those plays where like it should be an easy turnover. It's some high level stuff to be able to do. But
active hands, you gotta always be active.
Yeah,
and
just active.
Like pretend, like the way I think of it is like sometimes like I'll just press X on the lane even though the ball's not coming to me, but I'm just anticipating like, okay, what if he throws the ball this way?
Right.
You understand? Like I'm always ready to steal the ball. So like those of you back home, if you're playing defense and even if like you're across the court, if you're like the opposite corner, always be prepared for the ball to come your way.
Right.
Like once you see a passing animation, press X.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't hurt. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't spam it.
Yeah.
If you spam it, you lose takeover and stuff. But press it one time. Be active, be aware. Like understand what's going on around you. Like what the ball handler is doing. Where's your assignment? And always just be ready and be in position to play the pass.
Yeah, because there's definitely times when like you'll just have opportunities to get steals that you might not have thought you were gonna get if you weren't just being active.
For real.
So that's a great point. So we think that could have been a steal right there if you'd have been in a little bit of a better position with other active or with more active hands, and then he might have been able. This second one's
this one's definitely stealable.
This one,
yeah.
I mean,
that's. I think he does try to steal this one. He's just a tad late on it.
I think so too. Yeah. And then he ends up getting a pretty solid contest on that. Doesn't get the and then gets like
that's
2%. That should have that
goes
shot
back home. Yeah, that should have went. That
shot probably should have went in, but yeah, I mean that's tough. But anyways, you guys got the stop moving forward. But just for next time, and communicate this with your teammates. Active hands. Don't mind, using that X button a little bit. Like Wolf said, don't spam it, but be smart with it and use it more than you would use it. So, all right.
Yeah, I think that's all we got from Mamba.
That's all we got, Swizz.
Also, I'm out of here.
Wolf is out.
I'm out of here, man. Appreciate everybody.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, Swizz is coming in. Come on, Swizz.
For Swizz.
What's up, everybody?
So with this one right here, what did we see, Swizz? Let's play this right here.
All right, so this was the end of the quarter play right here where they called their guy to cut and they got picked off. So right here, what I would have, at the end of the quarter, most likely the other team knows you're probably going to run something like that when you're coming down the court. So what you see, if you go ahead and rewind it.
Yep.
What you see, if you be a little more patient, the guy from the corner also will drop. And the center's already playing so far back, and you could see the center drop back early that you shouldn't make this read. Yeah. So what you basically want to look for is someone else in one of the corners, as you see, is that guy in the left corner ended up dropping. I mean, this is a pretty more high level play, obviously, but it's something you want to take into account going into end quarters. What the defense knows what's coming, most likely. So that's something that I want to point out for sure.
Yeah. So guys, pretty much at the end of a quarter break or something like that, or when the time is going down, most centers are going to know, hey, they're looking for a cut or something easy, or So because they know that that's coming, you want to be a little bit smarter with the ball when it comes those late quarter breaks and stuff like that. So that's what we saw here. Ended up being a turnover. I don't think they scored off of it, but
no, I think he missed a shot.
Still,
yeah, it was a decent look though.
Yeah, decent look.
So like off the bat, I'm guessing you guys are running a play here. So like this guy's cutting in and like you're driving in. So like this is all clogged, and then this guy gets here, but then he goes to the corner and there's two there. Like this is really bad defense by the other team. Like this guy should like the guy on the top right guarding Lil Bron should not have dropped with him to that corner. They should just trap the guy up top, and you guys should not have been able to score here whatsoever. Like you guys were blessed to score here. It happened to work, but overall, like you should have been way more patient with the play. Let this guy get to his spot first in the corner, and just like dribble on the right wing, and then get into your guys' play once everyone's set and ready to go. Because like honestly, you guys are lucky you guys did get it right here.
Extremely lucky. So just to break this down for you guys real quick to try to make it simple. So so if you see there's a lot, try to just follow us here.
Like right here, like this, the guy with the orange hair should have pinched, he didn't pinch, and then
there's a lot going on, Bron. So look for this. Okay, so you got a wrap around from the top, a deep screen
from which very deep,
right? You have a guy in the paint already. Then you have another wrap, and then you go back out to the wing, and then you go to the corner, and there's already a guy standing in the corner. So pretty much what we're hopping around here is just like bad spacing.
Get your play set, like get your guys set and ready to where they are, and then get the play running.
Exactly.
And then like look where your teammates are already at on the court, and then make your decision on where you should fill the next spot. Like you might normally be in the corner most possessions, but since the guy's already there, you at least communicate him to say switch with you or something. Don't just go to the corner and stand there, and then like you guys are just sitting together. And it was just a bad play by the defense. The guy should have came up and pinched, and that guy shouldn't have had a three, but ended up getting a three out of it. So
all right, so we forgot to intro my guy Daniel Costa.
I'm sure it means something good.
His Twitter is Think to Ice Tea, so might be something like that.
Think to Icy.
Yeah, but we were totally we were 2 plays in, and we're like, oh, we got to intro this guy. So he actually says what part of his game that he wants us to help him with is his overall team defense and offense, and they're not sure how to rotate on defense and what to do on offense sometimes. So one of those plays we already talked about, that was offense, and that was an example of like spacing and stuff like that. So so we're gonna keep going. We got at least 3 plays left in the second quarter. We're gonna knock them out, break them down, go through them. Let's see what we got. All right, guys, this is the 3rd play. We're gonna walk you guys through it, and let's see what happens.
Let's get it going.
Okay, so he's got a high screen and roll on the left side. Everyone else.
Okay, so it's a delay. They ran okay, it's like a messed up fifi.
Right.
Yeah.
So
it works out, but they ran it like.
Yes.
I don't think they had their timing correctly.
Yes, so they essentially ran a delayed fifi, guys. So we're going to go back.
I don't think they intended to do that, though.
I don't think they intended to do it either. But now let's go back. You guys saw it. Let's go back now and let's see what they could have done a little bit better. So the inbound is at the left side. Obviously, it goes right into a high screen and roll, which is fine.
So off rip, I would have had you. Okay, he ends up getting in the corner, but it took him a little while. But
correct.
I would have made that little tweak right there. But we're good.
So then,
right here, I think he says go a little too late because like off his reaction, I think he left. I think it should have been set a little bit sooner for them to go. I mean, this defender, I don't know what he's doing because he doesn't even move, but that just. He just has no stick. I'm gonna just say that. But so he's just standing like a statue. But I would have said go a little bit sooner, in my opinion. And then both of you guys should have went at the same time. Exact same time. You guys want to be on like literally. It works out. It happens to work out. But I just think it's because you guys are playing a bad defense, personally. But
and again, for you guys that don't know what like a fifi is, it's when the corner cuts and the wing goes into the corner. So it's meant to either free up the backdoor cut for the corner,
and you can look for that lob.
Look for the lob or the wing wrap to the corner for a wide open 3, which they do get a 3, but it's a delayed 3. It's not like a real fifi.
Like the reason for fifi is like when you go to the right or wherever to that other defender towards the sharp or whoever, that defender is supposed to pinch.
Exactly.
Is what happens, and they most like because they try and pinch and get you the steal, whatever. Most defensemen will do. So that's why this plays like a thing, and that guy will go to the corner and he'll just be wide open for a 3 because no one's there. Is basically what the play is meant for.
Here's what it is.
It was just terrible D, honestly, and it worked out. But so I would make sure you guys get your timing down on that, and I guarantee you guys will see the play work out more times than not.
All right, guys, this is the 4th play that we're going to be breaking down. We're going to watch through it.
The inbound.
Okay, inbound.
Alright, so we'll get onto it next, but like I already I know.
It happened. Like
it just happened so fast.
So fast.
Yeah, I already wanted to say something.
So it's such a fast action that takes place that we're just like.
So like right here on the defensive, like there's no reason for you to even play. I think this high or even on this side. If you want to play high, play more to like the out of bounds because he'll be stuck in this little corner, like where he's at, and he won't be able to go left if you're on up against him. He'll literally be forced to go towards the sideline where he goes regardless because he's so open. But you could have forced him maybe go out of bounds or something like that.
Yeah,
just
he played way too high,
way too high.
And then what ended up happening is when the lock plays that high, that's fine, but then you can't get caught going under that screen, which you guys will see happens right here. So he plays high, that's fine if you feel like you're that confident in your ability to stop that three, but then what happens is he gets sucked under that screen. It would have been okay if he would have stayed over it, like just like kept your stick pressed up, and then the center at that point is he's just lost. So there's nothing.
Can't really do much because then if he steps up, he'll roll. And then, like, I know you guys want to work in team defense. If that ends up happening, the center steps up and he rolls, and this guy can't take him. Next, it'll be like this corner guy needs to drop the bottom right corner guy. He drops and takes the center.
Correct.
And this guy that got picked should rotate to the right corner.
Yep.
Is what should happen.
So, quick advice for you guys: if you guys are playing pro-am, rec, whatever you guys are playing, and you want to work on your defensive rotations, your defensive ability. I think the number one key is to communicate. Make sure that the lock and the center are especially communicating, knowing who's playing high, knowing who's going over screens, under screens, knowing if the center is playing more towards the paint. If you want the center to step up, obviously it's all situational, but at the end of the day, you want good communication to, throughout your team.
And like even like these guys aren't even set on offense either. So like even you as the shooting guard, you should come up more. You should be way
That's
back
a really
on the
good
elbow.
point. Yep, that's a good
You should be up because you could play both these guys. Because I know what he's just getting to a spot right in the corner. So you should be up more, trying to like bait a little bit because you can even bait the passing lane and get the steal. If you bait him too much and you take the steal if he's trying to throw it to the shooting guard and whatnot. Yep. So there's just many little things there that could help your guys' defense out a little bit more. I think it's like closing the court and it makes it harder on the point guard to see things.
Like once you condense the court,
it makes it so much harder. I promise on the offense.
Yeah. Okay, guys, this is the fifth and final play that we're gonna do for you guys today. So let's see.
So they're lit. They should trap him right here.
Got a little trap going on here, right?
Okay, gets a little screen.
Okay. Right. Looks like the big was out of place. They get a wide open three. So, all right, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Okay, so there's a few things I already see right away when I'm looking at this play. So first of all, they got a nice trap going on right here, which is good. That's good. You want that. You want to make.
I like how this corner guy's up.
I know
he's not playing back on the baseline. I like that too.
Like it a lot. Like it a lot. So he's playing up. They got a nice trap going here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Great, okay, and then boom, and all of a sudden at this point, it's like the whole play is just broken down. Yeah. The center should not be that high up in this situation,
especially because they have the inside center, and they're he got picked, but this point guard will not be able to get a drifting three.
Exactly.
That's the only way he's shooting a three is if he does a drifter, and that is like not too likely.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah. So
at this point, the center should just be playing back. The other center is going downhill, so it doesn't matter. And this would have been avoided, but now all of a sudden everyone starts. This is what happens when your defense gets breaking down. Everyone panics, goes into panic mode. Corner pinches.
He tried to pinch. That was
not
good.
Mad at that, right? Fine. Not mad at that. At this point, you have. I love swinging, and I love when rotations are made, guys. But I don't love all five guys focus on one guy. Everyone almost has a foot in the black.
Literally. Actually.
Except for one guy. 4 out of the 5. When that happens, I mean,
it's set up for failure, honestly.
It's set up for ultimate failure. You got to be blind if you can't make a pass out of this.
One thing also to communicate, if you guys want to do rotations in D, when your point guard and center get beat and there's a guy rolling, communicate which corner guy you have dropped, so then the next guy at the top will know what corner to drop to and know what's happening, and then switch it up. Sometimes have the other corner guy drop. So it just confuses the offense and it changes things up completely, and it makes it hard for the guys to make reads.
Well said. So then they end up getting and he tries to get back. Actually, he doesn't.
I don't know what. Maybe he was trying to leak out. I think he might have thought the guy was going for a layup and he tried to leak out.
I don't want to give him too hard of a time,
I
but
don't know
if you guys look at the right corner and the first blue shirt you see in the right corner, it looks like his stick was
maybe his stick
pointing.
broke. Honestly, I don't know what happened here.
I have no clue, but they gave open a wide open three, and you can't do this. So, but now you guys know with the ability to communicate with your teammates on defense. We always talk about that here, how big of a deal, and we're not just saying it to say it, we mean it, that communication is. It literally is the difference in getting stops and not getting stops sometimes. And that was the perfect example of that. So, Daniel, hopefully you could walk away with something here. And
hopefully you guys' team comes out with some positive stuff out of this. Hopefully it works out, and give us some feedback. Hit us up on Twitter if it helped out or whatever.
Definitely.
And I'll hit you back or whatever.
All right. And then, guys, I think if Spencer is going to do a good job, the description will be down below to submit more, right?
You know it.
All right, I know it. All right, so that was episode 2 of Fan Film Friday. It was pretty fun.
Not too bad.
So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and then if you guys want to submit the any film that you guys have for the fan film, the description should be somewhere down below. Tomorrow is the draft. 3 new guys coming in. 3 new teammates, so we're excited about that.
Exciting time, for sure.
So from everyone here at Pacers Gaming, I'm Nate.
I'm Swizz.
And we will see you guys next time.
See ya.
No, it's fine. So like right here, so just say like, all right guys, this is the 3rd play we're breaking down, and then watch the play, be like, okay, so it looks like he's in like a high screen, or like narrate it.
Yeah, narrate it first. Okay. There you go.
Narrate it.
Gotcha.
Narrate it first,
and then go back.
And then go back and break it down.
Gotcha.
And then we'll be like, okay, guys, that's what happened. Let's go back and let's look at what we think should have happened, or what we think we should have done.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that'll work really well.